Derzeitige Tiefe
4-0.
Derzeitige Tiefe
5-0.
The watch crew tumbled down the hatch as the alarm sounded on U-75. A destroyer, coming seemingly out of nowhere, is barreling straight towards the boat. The highly armed shepherd is racing to protect its sheep. Thankfully, the destroyer was quite far out. U-75 made it down to 60 meters unscathed. However, we now have a new predicament: shallow water. There is only about 20 meters below the keel. A decision needs to be made here and now. Should we risk engaging the destroyer with our torpedoes, leaving the boat vulnerable if we miss, or weather the inevitable barrage of deadly explosives that the destroyer will rain down upon us? The hydrophone operator reports that the warship is bearing steady, charging straight at us. The distant pings of Aztec can be heard growing ever louder. Up to periscope depth quickly, I ordered. We will attack. Welcome back aboard U-75 as we continue our patrol. We are currently being pursued by an enemy warship, and we are going to do something debatably rather stupid. In tube number 1, we have a T3 G7E torpedo. Keep coming left towards the target. Steady up. She's coming right at us. 10 degrees to port. All right. Angle on bow will be 0. Range will be 600. Magnetic pistol. Keep turning. Turn a little quicker. Draft of the target. Let's set to 2 meters. She is barreling towards us. She keeps turning on her searchlight. Easy does it. Switch over to British ships. We did crash dive rather quickly. Rudder amidships. Hard to starboard, steady up. Come on, I want that right at 0. All right. We're gonna flip through. It is a rather small ship. She is moving quickly. Lock on target. Keep turning. This is the tricky part, obviously. I don't think it's a hunt class, but we're gonna use this for reference. 3 meter, 4 meter draft. Rudder midships. 600 meters. Good, 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 good. Probably closer. Lock on target. Steady. Rudder midships. There we go. This is as good as it's going to get. 400 meters. She's definitely a bit further out than that. Open tube 1. Come right at me. Okay, tube 1. Los. All right, tube 1 away. Dive. Down scope.
Der Feind hat uns in der Ortung, Herr Kaloin. Wann ist das endlich vorbei?
Okay, we hit the target. She is still afloat. All ahead flank. She's coming for us. I did not expect her to survive a torpedo hit. Left full rudder. I'm shocked we actually hit it.
Derzeitige Tiefe 2-0.
Okay, we need to turn and drop quick. Where's our friend? That's her. She is slowed down. She cannot be doing good. Yeah, she's right above us. Rudder amidships. Keep dropping. We are not being pinged. I'm hearing secondary explosions above us. She's going down. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Level out down here. 60 meters. Okay, that was insanely lucky. Level out, level out, level out.
Derzeitige Tiefe 7-0. Rumpf beschädigt, Herr Kaloi.
We are taking damage. Electric engine's damaged. I think our stern ran aground. Okay, that's fine. Repair, repair, repair. Okay, yeah, we ran aground a bit. Come up to periscope depth. And that destroyer went down rather quickly, I think. Okay, work on that. It's gonna take an hour to repair those engines. So many explosions just happening, what, 300 meters away from us? My goodness. With our destroyer friend taken care of, we are now at periscope depth. Let me take a look at our merchant friend. I'm debating surfacing and continuing our use of the deck gun now that the threat has been dispatched. Where is she? There she is. Way out there. All right. I believe she is still unarmed. Lower the attack scope. Up observation scope. I need a scan before we surface for aircraft. Gotta make sure they're not coming about. Although I'm sure there are Tommy airplanes en route to our position after we torpedoed that destroyer. I do not see anything. All right, surface the boat. One thing I did misread is the damage on our electric motors. They are fine. It did not take a full hour to repair. So we are in the clear there. Let's move all this crew to rest. I do want to begin reloading our bow torpedoes. Let's get, yep, we have one T1. The sea state's too rough. That's concerning. I hope it's not too rough to fire the deck gun. We may be torpedoing this one then. Maybe this is because we are, of the angle of the boat, we are surfacing. Wow. Okay, the weather has just gotten significantly worse. Well, all ahead full. Of course it has. Of course the weather's gotten worse. Come around. Bring the Uzo up. We will fire torpedoes on the surface towards the target. Man, what a bummer. Let's get one of our watchmen up on the bridge. Do some crew management here. You boys can go to sleep since apparently the waves have just picked up. Swing around. We are not being fired upon, so that is a good indication that the merchant is in fact unarmed. We have been tracking our merchant friend for about 50 minutes or so now. It is quite dark and the risk of air attack is greatly reduced. We are running parallel to the freighter for the time being, as I would like to get pretty close to fire our torpedoes. The plot does show she is still zigzagging about, which is frankly understandable. Obviously, British flagged ship. But things are looking good. She is nearly 5 kilometers out now. I'm thinking I may conduct this attack submerged. We will see. Again, if she's zigzagging about, I do want to get as close as possible. Also, if I could submerge, load this G7A torpedo and fire that off, that would be ideal, as that torpedo does leave a wake on the surface of the water, and since it is nice and dark out, it's a good time to use that. It'll probably be another hour or so before we are in position to attack. We're just going to be patient here, play the waiting game. It is a shame that we were not able to use the deck gun. Of course, a storm would blow in right as we get a chance to use it. But hey, that's the way it is. At least we fired off, 3 rounds before we came under attack by that destroyer. I must say, that was an awesome moment for sure. Anyway, we will continue to close in, run parallel to the target. Hopefully she'll start to feel safe and stop zigzagging, giving us a good opportunity to engage. It is time, folks. We are going to submerge. We are on a perpendicular course to the target, so let's dive down to 25 meters and rapidly reload that torpedo. Let's get enough crew members, wrong page, into the bow torpedo room. Make sure, yeah, you're good. It's maxed out. We're going to load that G7A torpedo. Also, I need to switch some of these guys out as the crew's starting to get quite fatigued.
Derzeitige Tiefe 2,0.
Fertig? Borah 1 ist fertig.
Tube 1 has been successfully reloaded. U-75 is coming up to periscope depth. Let's listen to our friend here. She is not moving very quickly at all. I think most of that is because she is in fact zigzagging. We also did get a couple of hits with the 88, so she may have taken on some water, but I'm not banking on that really. We will be firing tube 1, probably set it to a fast speed or a medium speed of 40 knots. That should be good. And we are quite close to her, and we are only going to get closer. U-75 is currently moving at a speed of 4 knots. The target is off to 300. Up scope. 300. There she is. Hello. All right, we already identified her previously, so let's flip directly to her. Length of the target is 108 meters. Let's see, what's her top speed? 15 knots. She is most certainly not moving that quickly. 3,000 tons, I think 1 eel ought to do it. Let's go ahead and try to establish a range to the target. We'll do 5 dashes. 5 dashes, 28 meters. 5 to 28. Range to target is just over 1 kilometer. Set. We'll try to establish speed once she gets a little closer. I did 3-minute 15 her back here, and she was going 4 knots. Not very fast at all, but I would like to double check that. Let's set this up as well. Tube 1. Do I want to use a magnetic? I think I do. Let's get, what's the wind speed? 14 meters per second. Of course, it is that crazy. So our torpedo needs to run under 5.6 meters. Draft is 6.6, easy. We'll do 7.5 meters. Magnetic pistol, medium speed. Perfect. Now it's just a waiting game. It's 21:21 local time. And she is slowly approaching us. We are going to indeed be nice and close. Reduce speed to slow. And let's try to assess if she is in fact zigzagging about. Let's go ahead and set AOB 40 degrees starboard. I think she is turning, which does make it a little tricky, but I am not too worried about it at this range. We will now attempt to get the target speed here. Come left just a little bit. Look at that. She is zigzagging about very slowly, I must add. I'm thinking 4 knots is probably accurate here, though. One thing I do want to consider as we close in on the target is I want to stay outside of the minimum arming range for our torpedoes, which is 300 meters. Rudder amidships. Get ready to start our stopwatch as she passes the wire here. Length is 108. 0.7, we'll just do 109. Make it easy. And oh my gosh, she is just creeping towards the crosshair. Reduce speed. And let's lower my scope just a little bit. Want to avoid it being spotted as we get nice and close here. Range has been cut in half. 600. And 3, 2, start. There we go. Perfect. Starting the timer. And once this is complete, we will turn to starboard. Try to get that angle as best as we can get it. Check. Let's see, still 14 meters per second. Passing 55 seconds. 60 on the dot. All right, 3.6 knots. Stop. Hard to starboard. Okay. Set just shy of 4. We're gonna set our torpedo speed too fast. 44 knot speed. Come right. Okay, unlock. Let's see, what is our upscope? Mast height at 10, 15, over 15. Yeah, she's really freaking close. Reverse, reverse. Just slowly. Range 500. Just guessing here. Keep turning to starboard though. Actually, now we need to go hard to port since we are reversing. There we go. Flip it around. Keep the bow swinging right, please. Easy does it. Speed this process up a little bit. Looking pretty darn good though. I can... Angle on bow is atrocious. 50 degrees starboard. Rudder amidships. I think this is good. Perfect. Back slow. She is armed. Look at that. I have 2 guns. 2 guns on the deck. Oh, 3. Probably 4 on the other side. Amazing. Lock on target. Open tube 1. 500 meters, that's probably good. I'm pretty confident in that. Angle on bow is rapidly approaching 90. There we go. We have a nice looking target here. All right, tube 1, Los. What's our runtime? Runtime is 20 seconds. This should be rather quick. We'll find out quickly if we have failed. This does look good though. Oh, there we go. Torpedo impact. Of course, the scope is washed over, but there we go. Beautiful impact. Smack dab in the middle, right underneath that funnel. We can see steam escaping from the boiler room there. And I think that's all she wrote. She is going to go down after that. With our friend taken care of, we are going to surface the boat, and it is time to get out of these shallow waters. We have actually destroyed quite a few ships in this area. Looks like deep water is not too far away. We should be able to make it before daylight, especially once we start moving quickly and get on the surface. And we do want to indeed do that. Battery is fine. We are going to, we'll recharge that little bit of battery later. And there's that ship. She is just burning. Slowly going down, taking a while. All right, let's get out of here. U-75 made it to deeper waters after what can only be described as an eventful night. After so much success off of Port Said, it is expected that the Allied ASW patrols will increase dramatically in the area. U-75 will now head westward. Well, folks, that is going to do it for today's episode. I do hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and comment, as it really does help out the channel. But until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I will see you all on the next one.